Fill and for there. Yes. Man.
The water situation along Maka Street, opposite Mechanic Village in SEPLAT, is one that has drawn the attention of Rero TV as residents lament oil pipeline spillage that has contaminated various water wells in the area. About 3 weeks ago, the residents noticed the change in their water as oil pipe suspected to belong to SEPLAT Petroleum Company had contaminated their water source. So far, 4 buildings have been affected as the oil continues to spill from one property to the other, thereby prompting residents to resort to buying water from external sources to make ends meet. In a chat with Rero TV, one of the owners of the affected properties, Squadron Leader Roland Mujakwero, enumerated the situation and called on the government to intervene as residents are lamenting the danger facing them due to the spillage.
My name is Squadron Leader Roland Mujakwero. I own a property here. About 3 weeks ago, I was contacted by the property manager that there was a presence of hydrocarbons in the shallow well in the compound, and SEPLAT had sent, SEPLAT Petroleum Company had sent in some of their engineers to come and inspect the damage to the facility. SEPLAT has called for 2 meetings, and the community has also held a meeting with the affected people. I think so far we're about 6. SEPLAT has refused to own up to the damage. 3 days ago, we requested for compensation. They said they were coming to do an evacuation of the wells, and they would drill other wells to do a comparative analysis of the pollution. So this is where we stand now. We requested for compensation of 500 million naira for the affected property owners, and they are not forthcoming with any discussion on that for now. They want to do investigations. They are very slow. I requested for a timeline for them to tell us how they intend to proceed. So far, the base manager has been unable to come up with a timeline of what they want to do and how they have to bring relief to the affected families. So far, you can see the quality of the pollution to the groundwater. They have done distribution of water 2 times. The first was sachet water, 4 to 5 bags per household, and in the last meeting, the community chairman requested them to bring bottled water. They came with bottled water, and from the information I got this morning, they called the community, the SEPLAT community liaison officer, who said he does not have instructions from his base manager to supply water to the affected people. So this is where we stand. We just want to have everything documented to show what the people affected are going through. You can see the quality of water. They have to source water from elsewhere for domestic use. So it's a pathetic situation, and we hope SEPLAT will do the right thing and try to hasten up their investigation. We're also looking at legal litigation. That is not off the table for now. We're ready to negotiate with them, but they have to be forthcoming and be transparent in everything they're doing, so that we can reach an amicable settlement of this issue. We want to bring the plight of the people to the federal government and the state government. These are peaceful people. We have not
Violent people.
We have not resorted to violence in any way or form. We intend to go through the normal channel of getting SEPLAT to do the right thing.
So, since this water pollution, how has the tenants been getting water, to bathe, to cook?
Well, I have come under very severe pressure to provide water for them. My manager can attest to that. Yes, the borehole even packed up because of the pumping machine that pumps water from the borehole packed up. And I had to cough out some money to fix the pumping machine and all that. So I am also looking at the possibility of erecting external surface tanks and get water tankers to supply them water from elsewhere. That is my consideration now. As soon as the finances are available, that is my next course of action to alleviate the suffering of the tenants.
Another neighbor affected told Rero TV that they are living in fear as a hazard that can generate from the situation could be enormous, and called on SEPLAT and government to seek solution immediately.
So the day we noticed it was that day we went to tell them, and they came, they did some videoing, then they brought some people that they called, is it GIV people, they did all those things before we went for the meeting. And since then, they've not been saying anything again.
Mama, did they actually own up that it was their pipe that's...
At first, they said they don't know. It was when the community chairman said something like they've seen the fingerprint of SEPLAT, that they are the owner of the oil. That was when they accepted that it was theirs.
So they accepted it's theirs?
Yes.
The last time you had meeting with them, you were in the meeting?
Yes, sir.
What was the time frame given to you that they will return? Did they actually tell you the number of days or
he
probably
wasn't
weeks they will reach back to you?
specific because he said he's not the one to give the time. But he said something like, I think one will go for a week, one will go for 2 weeks, but he's not sure because he said he's not the one doing it.
So what are you calling on the state and federal government to do now?
They should please talk to them and they should help us because we don't have any water we are drinking.
This thing is dangerous.
And it's dangerous also because of where it is. We have children around. Because like what the SEPLAT workers told me, that I should not allow any child to come around here. And you know children are hard to control.
Yes.
That we should not make calls around here. No one should smoke around here.
Just imagine.
Those are things they tell me, but there's no way I can control everybody. So they should please come and do it.
Yes.
That's it.
In SEPLAT, I am Rero Henry Akbos for Rero TV.